Welcome back, everybody. And we're going to start off here on AMC. And we're just going to notice a relationship in our moving averages here. Now let's just zoom out. And we can notice this Fibonacci spiral. And that moving average. And we may even need to draw, some new stuff in there, but we may start to see if we can break above this, downward support here, a trend up. So we can look for certain things. Our trend quality is a important one too. Let's see where our watch lists are. Let's see if any of them are here today. I've noticed some of the simpler ones are working, but some of the more complex scans are not. So either their system is updating, so they're just going to give you, the basic, top ones here. Let's see, Bitcoin futures, they've been going off here lately. And they were going off yesterday. And we're still using these equivolume charts that put, volume in with price. Giving you a visual idea of how big the move is, or if it's going up or down, or sideways, we might say down and sideways. And we might even look for big giant blocks on the weekly. And one of the most noticeable moves here is that when we get our moving average that goes below and then comes back above, but you have to scan for that within a certain time period, within so many candles. And you'd want some other things to be in there too. This might be a more catchable move. You might be able to write a piece of code to catch this when it all lines up, or when all of these start to stack up on top of each other. Yeah, kind of like they do here. Let's see what lists they have working. So your typical one, ZY was on there yesterday. And some sell-offs. CTRM. Many of our common stocks. Looks like U1. And this is a big one. $550,000. And just right here. And they could sell them off at a, any pace that they want them to. Well, let's say they get rid of 30 or 50,000 every, 50 cents or so. That might be enough to carry it all the way up and then also the way back down should they reverse their position. Or if they're able to find those shares to short. That is the one thing that TD Ameritrade does seem to lack in. Even though you can open a margin account, it seems to be that in most circles of people where opportunities, just seems like if Thinkorswim has it, able to be shorted, you probably shouldn't do it. But that's just, talk amongst some chat boards. It's okay to short some stocks. That's why it's there, but it does seem that you can locate short shares better with other brokers. This is why we do experiment with, multiple brokers until we find ones that we like. Okay. And let's make a top kind of here. And this does give us a range that we're trading in. Okay. What are all these S's? Sero Capital. And this one was a nice, smooth runner-up. All the way to this big jump here. And look at the discount they even gave before they did it. Oak Tree Specialty Lending. They had a nice pop up, traded sideways and slightly down, had a dip. And you could have caught this nice move right in here. This would have been a good buying opportunity, or confirmation per se. And depending on which moving averages you're using for your signals. Let's get rid of some of the things that will confuse. Okay. We hit cancel, not apply. Oops. Wonder how these little momentum things on here. What is that trying to plot? Let's see. Buy, sell, overbought, oversold. Up, down. It's got to be that. It's these. And, well, these should come up as arrows. Alright, so we need to get these put in as arrows. Or they're always going to pop up like that. Or we have to always manually change them. It seems to have done it. Let's see if any of our lists are working now. So we may be stuck on our public lists here. That's mean. Ooh, yes, this one yesterday was a big one. And look at this big exchange move over here because of the volume, okay? So this is one to be watched. We can see that it's already got some range, okay? And that there's someone, possibly even multiple someones that have liquidity for it. So watch out, that liquidity could come at any time. Alright, looks like some is being provided. But this was a good move here while it lasted. I also did catch this one. Hoo-yah here. Alright, they're hitting a low. This looks nice. You know, some rock bottom here too. Haven't really lit up to track the other indicators yet, but it will. And this Supa 3 here uses the awesome, the Elliott, and the trend quality, all for just about the same signals. Putting the ergodic oscillator in there gives too many false signals, but those three together seem to work. Or even just using Elliott and trend quality. The awesome oscillator isn't totally necessary there, I don't think. At least not all the time. Okay, BT is one of the first ones that rocked off this morning on my list, and we've been following it since it was just a wee baby poppin', so here we go. And looks like if you traded it from the green to the red, you might even be looking for an exit, given earnings is coming up. Yes. So BTBT did hit its high up just outside of that $15 range, $16 range here. All right. Looks like the current move. Oh, yeah. And see, they still have a lot of room left to go within the spiral if that is the chart that they are following. Okay. You can see they can come up to here. Let's pull out to the weekly. And once this is broken, you know, they still have some range. So you can see this big buying here happened. All right. So back last year, it had its spike up from, you know, its low of 28 cents all the way up to $33. And then we can see that it had a run back down. And many of the people probably still holding this, you know, here if you strong-armed any of your shares. Here we go. You know, now this is just going to trade sideways and it's holding. So we'll see how this continues to pop off and follow with Bitcoin and all of the other relative trending stocks around it. Because while BTBT is popping off and Bitcoin and you know whatnot, all of the other ones around it will also be doing the same thing. Let's just say, let's compare, you know, XPEV and NEO. NEO has a good day. XPEV has a magnificent day. You know, it just has potential to move so much more than other stocks. Okay. Now, if we can break above this here and continue trend. Looks like we're just starting to do that. Microchip technologies. What fun. Let's see what BP. It's got a dividend coming up. I wouldn't get interested in that with the dividend coming up. And Hive